What does self-care look like for you today?
It's always a process. I don't think there's shortcuts. A book that impacted me right about 5 years ago, James Clear, Atomic Habits. It's just starting with small things and building behaviors around it. And look, he popularized that concept, but there's others that's written about it. So I think I don't look at something and say, I'm going to do something once and that's it. I think in some cases there's science around some of these things, but about that time, 5 years ago, Wim Hof's book came out, if you know the Dutchman. So I was like, you know what, I'm gonna start doing cold showers. And we got the Rocky Mountain cold here, so it's pretty good. And then I just went full cold showers all the time.
For how long?
Like 3 minutes. The great thing about it is that, look, I use less water. I don't need heat. So if the heat was ever out, I'm like, it doesn't faze me. When I went to Annapurna 20 plus years ago, it was like the few times I was able to shower, it was cold because it was up in the Himalayas. It would have been like nothing, right? So I think it creates a little bit of a mental toughness. I think it, if you're familiar with Anna Lemke, Dr. Anna Lemke, she's a Stanford psychiatrist. She wrote a book, I think it would resonate with you, Dopamine Nation, and talks about the pleasure, pain, balance. And so it's like, I look at it like, hey, if I'll start the day in the win category, create a little intentional pain. It's just cold water. It doesn't really become easy. You every time I'm like, oh, get ready, and I do it. So I would say that's one version. Then about a year and a half ago, I went to an event and we did some Wim Hof breathing. And I haven't really been a meditation guy. I'm sensing that you've done that or do it.
On and off.
Yeah. So, and people talk about the benefits of it. I just look at it. To me, it's kind of like if you're doing intensive breathing and then you're doing a breath hold. The way I think about it in my mind is it's almost like interval training. But so it's active. And I find that doing that, I feel ready for the day. And then my wife actually just got me Pulsetto, which it vibrates in the vagus nerve. So again, I've been doing that for 2 weeks. I guess
What's
that was
that
Father's
about?
Day. The vagus nerve, sort of relaxing it. I'm not an expert on kind of like how
But it's like a wearable? Like it's like
it's just like a little device and it just
okay.
sends vibrations right
wow.
here.
Okay.
You do it for 5 minutes
Huh.
and that's completely passive. But
And it's calming?
my wife just asked me this morning, how's it going? I'm like, I don't look at these things as, oh, I notice the difference. I view it as, let me create a habit around this. And I think the benefits will scaffold. And I just think it's just like you go work out once, you don't get the benefits. It's about creating the behaviors. And so that's how I look at it. I don't think there's silver bullets. I'm not sure I believe anyone would say, yeah, do this once, that's it.
Agreed. No one's going to the gym and lifting all the weights one day
No.
and then they're huge.
Yeah. It's just you start and you're like, oh, I can barely lift 15 pounds. And then you stay at it, you say, oh, I can lift 15 pounds, 10 reps, 20 reps. Like it's that consistency. That's the key thing. So I think that's my trying to get sleep. I don't always succeed at, but I think this has been something, as you know, more recently, it's valuing the importance of sleep and for just brain health, stress, everything. So I would say when I was younger, I don't think I valued it like I do now. So those would be some things. What do you do?
What are my small habits that add up?
Or like you said, self-care, right? I think was the origin.
This podcast is brought to you by B Micro, a company I'm deeply passionate about because I founded it in 2018. It's USDA organic freeze-dried microgreens for everyday nutrition and detox.
Sprinkle them on any meal or take them as a capsule to enjoy the many healthy benefits.
Shop now at bmicro.farm. Use code STEVE15 to save.
Yeah, I'm kind of like all in or all out on different things. I have different habits that come through. Wim Hof was a habit for a while, especially when I was around some friends where we're consistent in that kind of a way and jumping into like Eb and G and it's like you got to do it or you're gonna get like super humbled.
Yeah.
That's really good.
Yep.
I would say today I wake up and make a really big breakfast. That's something I really enjoy with my girlfriend. We spend like an hour and a half in the morning together just making breakfast and then sitting out on the patio. I live in North Boulder up Linden a little bit, so I've got a great view out like over Boulder a bit. So
it's a
like,
great area.
Yeah, for So that's really nice. Start the day in that kind of way. And then I'll do a cold shower as well, but I'll go like hot, cold, hot. But I'm inspired by you to move back in the cold. I try
You
to
got
do.
it. You got it in you.
Yeah, I've done it. It's just like I need sometimes you need like a little push or a little reminder or like, oh yeah, that's a thing. And it feels so good when I do it. And it is, I find that it's really good to have me do hard things in the morning. Then I'll go into a workout and I'm like, okay, the hardest part of the day is over. Now it's all just wins. Definitely a lot of protection around my sleep. I've got all red lights in my room. So it looks like my girlfriend laughs at it. Like it's like a full-on brothel in here. But it's like there's to keep the circadian rhythm in a good way. If we got blue light, like our screens just interface until the moment we fall asleep, that does throw off the body and we don't get as good as sleep. I've kind of like EMF-proofed my house. So I've got like a little machine that can see where there's all types of spikes of energy, like dirty energy and things like that. A lot of water, electrolytes, just really clean food. I eat all organic.